73, episode 73.
How do you say that in Spanish?
I don't care.
Siete tres.
Got it.
Sounded right, didn't it? Siete, 7, Trice is 3.
Seven, yeah.
Is that? I don't know.
7-3 at least, so close enough.
Yeah.
We got the Rookie of the Year of the 2019 CrossFit Games.
Hails!
Haley Marie
In the
Adams.
house.
I don't know-
Marie.
I don't know what's her middle name. Everybody's Marie.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
true.
I was close on the
That's
M's.
pretty close.
I figure, half the girls on the team, I feel like, have Marie as their middle name. So,
Really?
yeah.
Who was a Marie? You're Marie?
Tasia? Tasia, I forget. People, I haven't seen these people in weeks. I don't even. I feel like half my mom's sisters' names are Marie.
There are a lot of
Well,
Maries.
yours is Marie, Elly Marie.
No.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Everybody's is. Yours is, right?
Yeah, James Marie.
James Marie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's my real
Kristen
name.
with the
You didn't know
NASA
that?
shirt, huh?
I love that shirt. I saw it today and I was like, man.
Space Coach.
Hey, what is
I
the
just-
deal with this? Ask the kids. What's the deal with the
It's
NASA
like
stuff?
where
Is
they-
that from?
It's just kind of like a brand. Like sometimes people wear like Looney Tunes shirts
Or
and just-
NASCAR stuff.
No,
A lot of people
Yeah, and
wear
they wear
NASCAR
it as
stuff.
like a crop top.
How about that? It's the future. I got
Right.
an email from a lady
Going to
that
space.
works on the missions going to Mars. And I
There's
haven't
a song
talked to her
going to
yet.
Mars,
but-
Judah and the Lion.
Okay.
Oh, yeah? Do you want to sing it for us?
Okay.
Don't.
Ariana Grande? Didn't she do something that like NASA? I heard some song NASA. Somebody
Yeah,
help me here.
she did.
There's an old man over here struggling to try
She
to.
did.
I watched Interstellar the other day.
Someone else mentioned that the
Interstellar.
other day.
Really good movie.
I haven't seen it.
You've never seen Interstellar?
But is that the
No,
movie
which
that
one is
everyone
it?
says you
Matthew
watch it once?
McConaughey. It's the same director. It's Christopher Nolan.
to
So
watch it.
all the Batman, like the good Batman, the Begins,
Interstellar.
all those. You've seen Interstellar, right? Yeah, Kristen's
I
shaking
think
her
you
head.
Is
brought
this
it
a
up
new
the
movie?
other day.
No, it's newish. It's Matthew McConaughey. It's kind of like Inception with
Oh, that's the movie that people
DiCaprio.
talk
Dang it!
about.
I'm gonna put it on the list. Hold on.
Dude,
I
you
gotta
need to
have a
watch
list.
Interstellar. After you're gonna be like, what the heck
what I'm gonna
did I
watch
just
tonight.
watch? And then you're gonna Google all this stuff, and like
Interstellar.
the whole deal is and we're kind of going off topic. We'll come to Haley here in a second,
Yeah.
Haley
Yes.
Marie. But
we've got...
you kind of like it's like this, post-apocalyptic type deal where the Earth
Right.
is like killing itself and trying to, like Dust Bowl type stuff, and they can't plan anything anymore. So we got to find a new place to live, and it's trippy. Like
That
you're kind of
sounds
like,
awesome.
Haley, do kids today believe we landed on the moon?
do you
Do you
care?
believe?
Do you even care?
believe?
Do you
You're
get
gonna really
here?
fight.
It's not
Ellie's
like
gonna
one of
fight
my
You care.
like top priorities.
What's one of your
I mean,
favorite historical events? Do you have a favorite historical event? What's something you think is cool? Is cool still a word?
I was going to
think-
say, why you say
I mean,
something that's cool?
I don't know if this is cool,
What
but
do the
it
kids
just
these days
it just came to my mind when they
think is hip?
landed.
What
that,
year did we
that
land on the
plane
moon?
in the
Hudson River?
Yeah, that
Oh,
one.
yeah, that's a cool one.
That is a cool
Just
one.
because I hope
That is cool.
they could land my plane if it went down.
Yeah.
Gives me
What
hope.
was his name? Tom?
Shoot, man.
Miracle on the Hudson or whatever it was. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks played the
He was the dude. Yeah.
That's in a movie, too.
It is the movie.
The
They did a movie
co-pilot.
about it.
No, not that. Where there's a movie where they're like on a plane constantly, and the guy
Airplanes? Snakes on a plane?
I've seen that.
and they keep saying, "You don't believe he was a hero?" It's a chick flick.
I don't know.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
So that's your historical, like...
That's a good one, though.
That
I
is
mean,
a
that's
good
pretty
one. That happened
solid.
like 6 years ago, didn't
Yeah.
it?
That's
But
been.
you
She's
are.
also
I
like
remember
10.
it.
Are you 19?
18.
18.
So you were
Okay.
born in
Yeah.
2001?
Yeah.
2000.
Okay,
Almost 2000.
Holy crap.
This is a good segue because
I was born in 1968.
Oh wow.
So you are okay, so little nostalgia here. We're September 12th. So you were born you were a year old when September 11th happened.
Mm-hmm. My
So you
mom
have
said that.
no recollection of that whatsoever.
No.
That's
My mom
crazy.
said we
That was
were
my
like.
first day of high school.
My
Wow.
mom said we were like in the back seat, me and my brother, and she heard it on the radio.
Just
so-
crapping your pants.
Yeah, probably.
Just smiling and crapping your pants.
Eating crackers.
You guys,
Maybe not crackers yet, but
Oh yeah.
I didn't send you guys this video. I tried to send it to the group this morning, but Trice, I walk into his bedroom this morning, and speaking of crapping your pants, and Trice has his arm through the neck of his shirt, pants off, diaper off, just happy as can be.
Yeah. Then why wouldn't you be?
I know, right? Just a thing hanging out, and he's just,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, what's going on, man? And he's just smiling and laughing and jumping up on the.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
No problem.
like the last couple weeks, he's like trying to figure out. I think he wants to pee not in a diaper, but he can't control it. It's the funniest. As soon as he gets his diaper off, he's like, whoa, whoa! And the thing's just spraying everywhere.
yeah.
He's like, pee, pee! And I'm like, don't worry, buddy, it doesn't get any better. And he's just like, doesn't know what to do. He's like, I can't control this thing. I'm like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
it only gets worse, man.
Welcome to life.
Yeah. But it's hilarious. So.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I guess I was going to say something else, but I'm not
Yeah.
now.
Just gonna let
Yeah.
that.
I get where you're going.
Yeah.
Because that's where I was going with it.
Yeah.
You want to hear what else? Okay, Haley, I'm going to read you this list, and I want to know if you.
We'll get to your CrossFit career
Yes,
here in
of
a little
course,
bit, but we're
but
going to
these
have
are
some more fun
important
making
things.
fun of you
Yeah.
first.
Because it's about kids that were born in 2000, what
Okay.
they missed out on in our eyes. So I want to know
Everything.
if you've heard any of these things. They've never lived in a world with monthly texting limits.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, data limits.
Data limits are
Yeah, there
different.
were-
Data
I had-
limits are different.
When I first
Okay.
got my
Text messages.
phone, I had data limits,
Yeah,
not text.
never.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because
never
how
a
many
text
snaps
message.
do you think you send a day?
3 million and a half.
Really?
My Snap score is almost 600,000.
I have no idea what that means.
Hey.
That
How
means
many
you've had to-
Snapchats you've sent?
Holy
That means she's clicked a phone
crap.
at
I
least.
think it might be sent
So
too.
that means you've clicked it
received.
You're going to
millions
have
of
carpal
times.
tunnel.
I think it might be received too.
Either that or that's why she has great
Wow.
grip strength, because she's been
Probably.
like,
It's my
okay,
favorite.
that's impressive.
Feel
Wow.
your pinky right here. Do you have this little indention really? No, the one you hold your phone with. Do you have like a huge indent? Yeah, look at that thing. Where you hold your phone.
What
Feel
does that
on your.
mean?
That's where you hold your phone. Look at your bone.
I don't have
I don't
that.
Feel
hold
your.
it.
Yeah, I bet you do. Feel
Do
the.
I?
You gotta look. Feel this right
Do
here.
you
You're
have
gonna feel an
that?
indention right there.
Not really.
I have it in this.
I don't.
If
I
you feel
promise.
it feels gross.
Oh, I didn't
Feel
know
that?
that. The phone indention.
It's gross.
Wow. So Snapchat is the number
Is
one
hip,
app for.
right?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
It's cool.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
hip.
It's cool.
And it's kind of like the only like little personal social media I have left. So I talk to my friends out there, my only friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they real friends? Are these actually people
Yeah.
that you know in real life?
Yeah.
Or okay, very good.
Do you know what a Motorola Razr is?
I don't know what it is, but I've heard the name.
What is?
The Motorola
Motorola
Razr.
Oh yeah, I remember a Razr.
When Razrs-
What
it
was
was
your
a cell
first?
phone.
What was your first cell phone?
Oh, geez.
iPhone.
No.
6?
I did have a little like slide up.
Oh, a
one.
little slide up one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I like
It had
the
a
slide
keyboard,
up
though.
I had
huh?
it in 4th grade.
You didn't ever have to use T9, did you? Does anybody remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to send the crap out of some text messages. I used to get in trouble all the time for
What
going
is
over
that?
What was
Your
your first phone?
limit?
Can you remember?
It was a hand-me-down of my dad, the Nokia, like the classic like Nokia that everybody had. I had that, and then next I had just a Motorola stick phone.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that being like my first
Yeah.
new phone. Like I had, like I said, I had the Nokia with Snake on it.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, my first real phone was like the silver crappy Motorola one.
Yeah.
No
I
pictures.
don't remember.
Oh.
0 picture phone.
I had a 3-watt
Yeah, you
bag
did.
phone. I did.
Yeah, you did.
With the antenna that popped up and the whole.
Magnet to your car.
Yeah. That was literally my first job out of college was selling those things.
So you got one.
Yeah.
So you got one. So you were actually probably cool because you had one.
I ran over a giant curb my first day at work talking on the phone, trying to pull into this parking lot
First
thinking I was a
accident.
Well, it was
Badass.
super,
Cell
super
Bam.
safe. Oh, geez.
No hands-free back then, huh?
No.
They didn't even have laws about driving
No
with cell
laws.
phones.
They didn't know what the
Wild
brick he was
West.
holding to his head
It was the Wild West.
Uh-huh.
Cop sees you with something like this, a shoebox on the side of your head. It's like, what the heck is going on over there?
I never hear about people getting tickets for texting and driving, but I see someone on their phone every day.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, it's happening.
My first car was older than her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's really crazy to think
The
about,
postman
actually.
car, right?
Yeah. My first actual car, yeah, that I drove. It was a truck, but
Yeah, I'm not quite old enough to be your grandpa,
Yeah,
but I
you're
mean,
close.
No, yeah, you're like
I'm
my mom's
pretty
age.
dang close. 51.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like my
Can't do
mom's
the
age.
my mom's
on that.
51. My mom's only like 56.
My mom and dad are a little older.
You
Eminem-
call me old?
My mom was young. Got him.
Right here on camera?
Got him.
All right, what was it? So,
Eminem and Hanson could be your dad.
I don't know who
Eminem.
that is.
Slim? You don't know who Slim is? Hanson, I don't care about. But you know who Eminem is?
Slim Shady?
Eminem?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yes.
Not like M&M's.
Oh, yeah.
Eminem. E-M.
Yes, yes.
So Lakeland
Shady.
yesterday, she's got an old iPod of mine. Would you even know what an iPod is?
I had one.
Okay. This is like a one with a screen on it, and a bunch of old songs are on there. But somehow a video got uploaded on there, and so she has no idea. She's not listening to headphones. You can't hear anything on this thing, but she'll play with it. She acts like it's her phone.
Right.
You know. And so she's playing with it, and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm watching Eminem. I'm like, the hell do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Danner told me. She's watching an Eminem video. Danner is Darren.
Yeah.
On the iPhone or iPod. I don't even know what the hell it is anymore, but iPod, like a iPod Nano or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it has a little screen, and she's just watching it. She has no idea, like,
No music.
No idea. No music, no nothing.
What song was it?
I have no earthly idea.
That's a good
Probably
question.
like Lose Yourself or something like
Right.
that.
Why
I
does
mean,
she
the only
look
good
that
ones.
up?
Yeah, like,
Right? Like, that's kind of.
Till I collapse.
Till I Collapse is a great one. Yeah.
Jeez,
All this
Louise.
pissed off stuff. I hate all his goofy stuff.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
his newer stuff.
I haven't
I
heard
don't
any of
really
his
know
newer
his
stuff.
older
Yeah.
stuff. So.
I haven't heard any of his newer stuff. I like those older stuff because I'm old.
Yeah.
Oh my
I get
gosh.
it.
Oh, we have so many questions to ask you, Haley, but I do have one general question before I start because I have to confess this because I've been working at home and then it came across after the incident. I was like,
The
I
incident.
can't believe I did that. Like, blew my mind. So, at first I want to know, what's the craziest thing you've done when you're home alone?
I don't know.
Oh man.
Dance in the living room. I mean,
What?
The crazy thing you
Dance in the
do
living
when
room?
You've
you're
never
home
done
alone.
that?
No.
Really?
No, I'm a dude.
Have you ever, like,
Yeah.
No.
No dancing
No?
alone.
no? No singing?
I never like to
You
stay
sing,
home
you
by
know?
myself though.
Right.
Like where I lived because it was like
Hey,
way back in the woods.
Are we talking
Yeah.
about like when we were a kid? Like,
Yeah, anything.
I don't know.
I don't know, had parties.
Yeah.
The normal thing
I guess
that
I should have given
kids
some
do, like-
context.
We had a 2-story window,
Yeah.
and my parents would leave, and my brothers and I would take turns jumping out of the 2-story window,
See,
pretending
that's a
we were
solid story.
we were
Jumping?
parachuting.
it's cool.
You weren't allowed to jump out of the window if they were home. So
There's a lot of stuff that I can't really say on this podcast that I did when I was at home by myself, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
Oh my gosh, geez, maybe I don't really have to do the whole confessional, but like I don't really. Anyway,
Probably a lot of stuff my parents still don't know about. Why would I-
Yeah.
I would imagine there's tons.
I have lots of things running in my mind, and
Those are
I don't
locked
have
down
any.
deep, way down there.
Yeah.
Not telling anybody about those.
yeah. I got saved right after that.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
And,
Yep. Found Jesus. We're
yep,
good.
and we're good.
Okay, that's not really where I was taking that question.
Haley.
But anyway,
First year with the grown-ups at the CrossFit Games, was it everything
Crushed it.
you
She
thought it would
crushed
be
it.
and more?
Yeah, actually,
Okay, we got three
I-
words.
I was
out
gonna
of
say, yeah, actually. That's-
there. Yeah, actually,
I did better than I thought I was gonna do.
Nah, you were gonna. We knew you were gonna crush it.
I didn't.
We did.
I mean, it just depended on the events. I
Like,
think,
what was one thing that like you didn't expect that other than how you finished?
I think I didn't realize that I was gonna do so well in the first event, like, because I thought, I mean, I was good at
You
legless
like to
rope
run.
climbs.
You're good at legless rope
I mean, I didn't
climbs,
think I
and
was
you can
that good at
snatch
them, though.
moderate heavyweight really well.
Because Tasia's so good at legless rope climbs.
Tasha's as good as I am
I
at
just
legless
thought
rope
that
climbs.
she's-
So
she's
I was
probably
like,
the best female on the planet at legless rope
mediocre.
climbs.
But like the coolest moment, like of the games, or one of the coolest moments, was when it was like the third round, I think, of that workout, and I looked over because I had realized that I was like running with Annie and Sarah, and so then I looked over. And I went up the rope for them, and I was like, I'm
'em.
ahead of them. What
Got
in
'em.
the world is going on? So then it just like, it's like, you can't let them catch you. And then I just kept staying ahead of them.
Nice.
So.
That's so awesome.
crushed it.
It was one of the most fun parts this year, watching you and just being excited. And
We got to watch you a little bit. We were pretty busy. You know, everything was back to back. But when we were back in between events, we got to watch a lot. I'm trying to think. What was your like favorite moment?
I haven't thought about any of this.
Way to
Now's
go.
the time.
You knew we
Yeah.
were doing this. Just kidding.
I don't know.
don't know. Think
I mean,
about
I
it.
guess when I got Rookie of the Year, I mean,
Yeah, that's
that
cool.
was really
That's cool.
cool.
Yeah.
It's
Did that
like a
surprise you?
culmination of
Or
everything.
like every time I would start, as more and more events went on, like as soon as like I would walk out and more people would kind of cheer for me, because it didn't even matter. I think that where I placed, because people just kind of thought it was cool that I was out there. So I didn't feel pressured to do good or bad. I just knew that so many people were just like inspired. So that was really cool for me.
that's
But,
awesome. So
Yeah.
mentally, the whole time, you were just having fun in general?
Yeah, I mean, I was doing my best, but I just try not to like follow anyone else.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite picture of you is you were sprinting to the finish,
Oh.
I think, with Jamie Green.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you have the fiercest face. Like, I mean, if she was in a ring with someone and I saw this face, I'd be like, she's going to win.
Yeah.
Like, it was.
I just thought of another favorite. Sorry.
Go for it.
In the sprint event, I didn't think I could sprint very well. So then when I won my heat, I was like, Oh,
I'm a
because they were
sprinter!
going to cut after that event, and I was in 9th, and I was really worried because not the best sprinter, but pulled it off. So
what was it like? Let me take you back to just training, prior, being in the barn, working out every day, being in that environment. How do you think that affected your performance? And
because I'm surrounded by people that are better than me, and I'm constantly just trying to push myself, and I mean, it's a really good support system. And
yeah,
I think honestly, just you being in a competitive environment every single day. Like, as much as we're like, hey, I don't feel great today, I may just
we still do it.
push this workout not so hard, and everybody turn the first round, you're like, here we go again.
Yeah.
Some asshole has to go as hard as they can on the first round, but I mean, I think it's good, because then you get out there with these other girls, and it's just another day, and you're ready for the competition.
It's not like I'm used to being like the one that everyone's chasing. I'm just used to like chasing people, so that definitely had a big role. But
yeah. So did you even envision something like your performance at the games is going to happen, or did you just think,
no, I'm not kidding when I say I literally wanted to get like top 30.
Yeah.
Or maybe 40.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what kind of events there were going to be or how I was going to place.
Right.
So it's hard to like test yourself against women. I mean, I know I did well in Iceland, but there were not a lot of bigger names that were there. So
right.
I feel like that was a little bit different of a test too, and that's kind of the the thing you're seeing with some of these sectionals is programming makes a big difference, and if it's biased one way, then you're going to see a different athlete. But when you get to the games, where I feel like the programming is way more well-rounded, it was a little bit different with the cuts this year, but the programming was a complete test where some of these sectionals are not complete tests, and so it's cool to see somebody like yourself that like you said, you did well at Iceland, you did well at strength and depth, but they weren't necessarily the most well-rounded. And granted, you had come a long way in those couple months
especially
after
from
those strength and depth. You came a long way.
I really started to like
getting in here,
better.
getting comfortable with the girls, and you guys, stepping up with the team and helping us out when we needed help too. It makes a huge difference, and so it's kind of cool to see the difference in. When there's programming that's well-rounded, you're obviously the better athlete's going to shine.
Oh, yeah, especially doing all the worm stuff this year. I 100% got better from doing that. 100%.
Well, we had some people that thought that since you're an individual, that doesn't help you, but...
Oh, no, I could probably train like that all year and be better as an individual.
It's amazing how different that is. That's what I love about training with Rich now. That all those worms are out there.
We should order 2 more.
Yeah.
That's
next
awesome.
Weekend,
Did you?
Yeah.
And people really get to see what that is, because that's
It's
a
so
different
hard.
deal now.
That's so awesome.
It's fun. No, it's not fun. It's awful, but it's fun at the same time.
Yeah, that's cool. What did you have any was there an event where you were you were super confident? You were like, yep, I know I'm going to do well here.
The ruck.
Yeah, and I feel like I still did do well, but I wasn't ready for I guess the heat.
No.
And because the 4th lap, I was catching, or going into the 4th lap, I was I had called up to Tia and all the other girls, and then Katrin was right in front of me, and there was a water station. I should have gotten some water, but I didn't, and I was already super fatigued and started getting chills and literally had to walk. I'm not kidding, the last 200 meters. I can't believe no one passed me, but
wow.
it was awful.
Your back looked like
I didn't even know about my back.
your lower
my
back.
God.
Same with
Until I
yours.
got in the ice
It looked
bath.
so bad.
It was not fun. That was
Looked like it was been
awful.
tore apart.
I didn't wear white shorts, though, so you couldn't see mine as much.
Yeah.
And I had a shirt on. People were like, well, why didn't you wear a shirt? I was like, I had a shirt on.
I had a shirt on, too. As soon as you started running, mine rolled up, and I was like, oh, that's not good. It feels kind of weird. So I put it down, and then I pulled my shorts up and tried to double. Nope. It was awful.
Wow.
Oh, but the one that didn't go
Still
expected
itches.
probably was the last event, but it kind of went like that for everyone because everyone was just smashed. So
What was the last
I
event?
literally
I
was
don't
doing
remember.
doubles.
The 30s, the standard, I guess.
Yeah, I was so beat up, and so was everyone else. All the
wanted to
girls were doing
finish.
doubles and triples on muscle ups, and
Yeah.
so I mean that one definitely didn't go expected, but I should have expected it because I felt
Where'd
like
you finish on that one?
I think 6th or 7th.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the water? You did really well in that event. The paddle.
Yeah.
Stupid paddle.
You didn't like the
it.
paddle so much,
No,
huh?
I was
I like
awful
the
on the paddle
paddle.
board.
I kind of paced the swim a little bit,
Yeah.
and the swim was nothing because we swim a lot this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
So China was like, just pace the swim and then go hard on the paddleboard. So that's what I did, and I started catching all these girls. So there weren't that many. I think it was Amanda Barnhart. Obviously Tia was gone, but I caught her, and she's like a collegiate swimmer, so I was happy that I like paced to swim, because if not, I probably wouldn't have been able to go so hard on the paddle.
Where did you finish there? Third, fourth?
Second.
Yeah. I knew it was
Crushed
at the top. That's so cool.
What'd you guys think of the paddleboard? Was it hard?
I liked it.
I hated it. I don't think I was in the right spot on it for one. But
I never
it was too
have
far
gotten
back. I was
on
just
one like
dragging in
that.
the water.
But it worked well for me. I don't know what I was doing.
Are you
but-
going to order some?
You can't. China has one. She's talked about shipping it here so we could practice on it, but you can't order them. They're custom made for the games.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Is it? It's a lay down, right?
It's a lay down, but it's kind of I don't know. They're all custom basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Kind of like a surfboard, kind of a custom surfboard
Kinda,
thing.
yeah. Yeah, they're tall, which is kind of weird, which makes it kind of unstable. But
Because weren't they on their knees one
some
year
people,
on them, or no?
you can get on
Yeah.
if you know what you're doing. You can get on your knees, but I was lucky to even stay on my stomach and not fall in.
Whoever the dude that finished that thing first.
Yeah, with Tia.
Yeah, with Tia, he was like,
Oh yeah,
he was really good on that
Yeah,
thing. You could tell he'd
crushed it.
done that.
Like-
he was from Australia too, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they
McLeod.
would too.
Yeah. So he was up and down on that and super comfortable, and you
Yeah.
could tell that wasn't his first time.
Not his first
Yeah, they
rodeo.
crushed that. Do you remember your first day at the barn?
Like when I actually like
I was supposed to say it
moved
would have
here.
been a power monkey day,
I was gonna say
probably.
when I moved,
Long
like,
time ago.
I
but
mean,
when
your
you
first
moved,
time actually like officially training here.
was it when I did the row?
the marathon row when you were dumb.
No, it's Power Monkey. It was Power Monkey.
Yeah.
I came with Dave Newman, and
Oh, okay.
that was in 2017 because
Was
was
Jay
like-
Light in here?
I think he came.
Did
Yeah.
you come? Yeah.
Because it was like the first year I had made regionals, and I remember it was in that April. So April of 2017, I think. Yeah, I remember. I don't remember everything. I just remember coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
How was the first week training with the group when you officially moved here? How was it different
I
than
was
what you expected?
so sore. I was not ready for the volume. I'm like remember scaling things, and I'm pretty sure I hurt my back the first week.
Yeah.
I'm
sounds
sure
about
I
right.
did.
Like 2 days. We're like,
I'm sure I
oh.
did. Yeah,
We
and
killed
then
her.
It's kind of funny, like looking back, how your body just adapts to it.
Oh my
and,
gosh, for sure.
I mean, it doesn't ever get easier, but your body does adapt. And like I remember we did some workout. It was like 75 toes to bar, 75 GHG, or you remember we were
Matt
doing
and
it.
Yeah.
GHD.
No,
Yeah.
No?
And it was a 3-part workout, and then there were rope climbs after that.
Mhm.
And I
Oh
went,
my gosh, I
I
remember.
went too hard on the GHD.
Was that when Jackie was here? Did Jackie train with
Yes.
us that day?
I went too hard on the
Jackie.
GHD because I
Jackie.
haven't done that many before, and I couldn't
Games.
get up the rope. Like I couldn't lift my
Are
legs
you
up.
looked at me, you're like, I can't
Yeah, I
climb
was
the
so
rope.
embarrassed because I couldn't like literally bring my legs up and
Fried.
climb the rope. It was so embarrassing.
Do you ever have any like? So you're always like super chill
Yeah,
Like,
most times.
during the work. Do you ever like leave and just have a meltdown?
Very rarely.
Yeah. Because you're always just kind of right there, just even
The
keeled.
closest I think I was when the pegboard ball was slick,
Mm.
and it was freaking me out. But other than that, I don't
I
think
don't know if I've
so.
ever had you have a freak out.
Mm-mm.
I mean, like
probably
how
the
I do
only-
on a workout, not really, no. But if something like crazy's happening or freaking me out,
You
then-
two are the only two ever to like straight up flat challenge me. Like we're doing this workout right now. Remember when I was power cleaning after I hurt my knee?
Yeah.
And I was staring at the bar and you told me,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't say it here, but
Yeah.
pick up the freaking bar or
Yeah.
just go away.
Yeah.
She
Just go
one day, yeah, that's not exactly how you said
Not
it,
exactly, but
but it's what I needed.
yeah.
And then I came in one day when we were working out, and she looks at me and just says, "Hey, you can do this." I don't even remember what it was. Let's go. We're gonna do this right now. And I was like, "Okay, here we go."
Yes,
Hey.
ma'am. Sorry.
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
know what that was.
I
But
can't remember what it was, but she was intense that day. I mean, we wanted to
Yeah.
get something going, and she looked right at me like, "Let's just do this. Let's."
I can't remember
pick up the
what
bar
that
and
was.
go.
I remember that, but I can't remember what we were doing.
And I was like, "Okay, the
Yes, ma'am.
17-year-old
Yes,
just."
ma'am.
Yes,
Sorry.
ma'am.
Yes,
Wow,
ma'am.
I'm in it.
Don't hurt me.
So, what was it like growing up in the Adams household?
Well, I have a twin brother, so I had basically a sibling to play with my whole life, and he's like
you guys
my
get
other
along
half.
really well, right?
We did growing up, and then we kind of didn't for a while, and then now we
Now
are.
you're
I
good
think
to
because
go.
we're like
Yeah.
separated again, but
Yeah.
yeah. So I always had a little playmate, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom because
Your
she
mom
had
is
twins.
awesome. She's awesome.
I didn't get to meet her yet.
Oh, she's great.
And then
She's great with my kids.
yeah, so she was a stay-at-home mom with us, and then my dad he worked the day jobs, but he wasn't gone that much. But we always had so much fun, and we were always doing activities. And
Yeah.
I always grew up athletic, so
Yeah. Is the twin ESP thing real? Like, you're a twin too.
Yeah.
That's so.
There's been
I've never asked you
sometimes
that.
when we're in the car and we start singing the same song like at the same time.
That's not on the radio.
No.
That's crazy.
But
You do
other than that, I don't know.
No, I don't.
Actually, we've both been sick at the same time, like away from each other. But I don't know if that's.
Do you guys score similarly on tests? Like, if you
No,
took like
he's
the SAT
smarter than
together,
me.
would you?
You guys are fraternal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's smarter than me. So.
I think it's different when you're fraternal like that.
Yeah, he's always been smarter. Always. I'm so
I
jealous.
imagine that
Did you
you're
play
the
any
athletic
sports?
one.
Huh?
You didn't play any sports, though, does he?
He played baseball for a little bit
Did
in
he?
cross country, but he didn't really.
Is he naturally athletic? Oh, okay.
I mean,
That
I
makes sense.
think I'm naturally athletic. So maybe I got the athletic and he got the brains.
The brains and the brawn.
Yeah.
Where's he now?
He's at Appalachian State University in Boone.
Oh yeah, didn't you drop him off?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was sad, but I've been away from him, so it's not like anything new.
Yeah. Does he ever ask you about CrossFit?
Yeah, we talk every day, but I mean, sometimes if it's something cool,
Yeah.
he will, but
Right. He's probably not very starstruck. He's probably, that's my
No.
sister.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whatever.
yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for not wanting to go watch. I mean,
Oh, he didn't even come to the games?
no.
Wow.
He went in 2016 when it was in Carson.
Oh, okay.
He had
California's
fun
a little,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then he went in 2017. I don't think he liked it as much because it was in Madison.
Well, that first year in Madison was not great, but
No, yeah.
last couple of years it's
But
been
he,
good.
he said something funny after, because he watched all the games events, like, on the computer. He was like, I'm not trying to be mean, but, like, how do you compete with those girls? Because they're so much bigger than you.
Yeah.
Like, and I would just see pictures. I'm like, he's not lying. But it was funny.
Like, cause I'm super fit, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
What was it like mentally to be, some of those ladies were probably people that you really looked up to.
Yeah,
What was it
yeah,
like to
still
be out
do.
there with them? And
yeah, I mean, for the most part, everyone was super nice and helpful. Like, I was really good friends with Bethany Shadburn. She was super nice the whole time. I didn't get to really talk to many other people, maybe just a few, but for the most part, it was a really good experience.
that's awesome.
What was the greatest lesson you learned from the games this year?
Just to stay in your own lane and keep working hard,
Mm.
because it's working. I don't know.
Right?
That's good. That's a
Yeah.
big deal.
I
Holy
mean,
smokes.
especially with cuts. I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean, it could be the opposite next year. It could start with like a 1 rep max of every lift,
Yeah.
and then that
Yeah.
would be the end. But
I doubt
I mean,
it. I don't
but
think
it could. I
it
mean,
could,
you never
but
know.
that would be a
So,
that would
I
be
mean,
a
I
poor
what did
just-
they
test.
say about the scoring
There's
for
going
the
to be
first
3 events or something like that, and then they'll make a cut or something like that.
But
so.
like it's all a cumulative time.
yeah,
or
yeah. Every
something.
second counts or whatever. So you don't
I mean,
have
I
to
would
lift,
like
so you're
something
good.
like that.
You're good to
I would
go
like
now.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I mean, even it's just really 1 rep maxes that just
Yeah.
really get me. I mean, I feel like sometimes I can lift a moderate to heavy barbell, especially snatch, but
But you're fit, and so that's
But you
why
can
it's
move a
not-
moderate barbell a bazillion
Yeah,
times,
it's just
close to
squat
your
cleans.
high end,
squat
max.
cleans really get me.
What was going on kind of in your mind for that
Event?
squat? Yeah, that
Well,
one.
as soon as he said the weights, I was like, I'm not even gonna try,
Yeah.
because I knew at that point in the competition I was so beat up and everything already felt so heavy that I didn't want to go out there and have such bad form in front of everyone, which I still had to do anyway. But
Right.
so I just literally just deadlifted the bar because
Yeah.
I knew I didn't really have it in me that day. But
What was
Well.
your sports background? Did you ever weightlift leading into
no,
CrossFit
I could barely like snatch 65 pounds
when you first started?
for like probably 2 months.
Yeah.
No, so I did.
softball, right?
I've done like every sport that there is, but nothing that involved like strength. Yeah.
Oh, I
That's how
thought
you
you
let
were
her too,
running
so
in
she lost her
gymnastics.
No,
tooth.
so I literally did
How?
She get hit with a softball.
softball. It's
Oh,
like
wow.
a line drive to the face. But,
Oh, wow.
Were you pitcher?
yeah.
Ooh.
And
wow.
Gotta get that glove up.
what?
Gotta get that glove up.
Was it like
Yeah,
fifth
work on
grade?
some reflexes here.
I did softball, soccer, basketball, swimming, gymnastics. I did play golf and tennis in the summer because my dad was at the country club. And he was golfing, so I did that. And I think that's everything. I always wanted to play volleyball, but just never did.
Well, it's cool. You got to do a lot of things, though. I think that's important.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's the big thing.
I have played like every sport. I didn't quit anything for CrossFit.
Yeah.
I just finally found something I was good at. So,
That's awesome. How many times did you win the games as a teenager?
1.
One.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How many years did you compete as a
3.
teenager?
I got second and second.
Second, first.
Yeah.
Nice. Don't talk
Perfect.
about those.
No,
Don't ever say it again. Ever.
Don't ever bring it up.
don't bring it up.
What was your favorite childhood TV show.
Hannah Montana.
Oh yeah, we talked
Could
about
have guessed
that.
that.
It's a funny story about Haley when we were in where were we at, Wadapalooza?
No, we were here.
No, we were at Wadapalooza. We were all watching TV. We were watching Chris Farley.
You guys were
like
laughing so
outtakes.
hard.
Because it's great. It's Matt Foley. It was all the old Chris Farley stuff. And she's like, so what show is this? And we're telling her it's Saturday Night Live. And she was like, is this like your guys' Hannah Montana?
They were laughing so hard.
Hillary still gets a kick out of that. She's like, this girl, get her out of here.
They were laughing so hard. I was like, what are they laughing
Hannah
at?
Montana.
The parallel.
I was sitting in our sewage-filled room.
What was your favorite cartoon?
So,
Probably what was that one with the girls? It wasn't Power Rangers, but was it the
Powderpuff Girls?
Yeah, the Powderpuff Girls.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I never
Or
watched the
SpongeBob.
Powderpuff Girls.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob was kind of like towards the end of me watching cartoons.
I feel like SpongeBob
still
started
comes on.
before, like,
SpongeBob's old.
yeah.
It's like-
I thought it was
I
as
think
old
he's
as you. I think that
that's
was one of the
right.
things on that
something like
list.
that, right?
Yeah.
I think he's like 30. Let's go back to that list.
Oh,
What other
okay.
list of
I mean, the list
2000s things?
Did you ever hear the sound a computer used to make when it was trying to connect to the internet?
Oh,
No.
The dial-up?
Yeah.
Mom, get off the phone.
Yeah, you
Trying to use instant messenger here.
No,
Trying to talk to my girlfriend.
I've never heard of
You
that.
never heard that sound? Oh, man.
I don't want to hear
We needed
it.
to have the sound.
Yeah,
So
that
would've been
could you
perfect.
recognize
We
the
can look it
sound?
in there.
Yeah,
Look
I'll
it
pull
up.
it up.
Oh,
It's
actually,
like
I think it is right here, too.
What's that?
Hold on.
You've got mail,
You've
and it
got
has
mail,
that
AOL.
sound.
Oh, I've heard that.
AOL.
And that sound.
My mom had that.
There it is.
I mean, I've heard people like make videos out of that, like funny videos out of that,
it's
but
such
I've
a
never
bad sound.
actually
That's
heard
terrible.
a computer make that noise. I've heard people make
It's going to blow.
videos.
Duck.
Yeah, if my computer started doing that, I'd probably run.
Have you ever faxed anything?
I mean, I haven't personally.
Only faxed like 2 things in
Yeah.
my life, so.
I'm pretty sure like medical records and
okay.
stuff.
Something
But
All right.
I
What does
haven't
he say in
personally.
the office? Michael says something about that in the office. He's like, don't fax it to me. Or he's like, what are we in the, we going to send it over on your dinosaur? Just email it to me.
If you say you sound like a broken record, chances are they won't understand you.
You know what a record is?
Have you seen a record?
Yeah.
Like a
A vinyl.
Okay.
Yeah.
A vinyl.
yeah.
I feel
like
Everybody's
everyone
kind of
knows
seen
what
them.
that. Teenagers are like hanging those in their rooms now.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
come back
It's vintage.
around.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't
vintage.
listen to them.
Oh,
No,
that's
no.
disturbing. You've been alive for 47 albums of now.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Now
What's
music.
Is that like where they do like a?
It's
A
the,
lit,
the
yeah.
year, the list of the year.
Okay,
but a year,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
I used to
47.
listen to those.
What do they do? One every quarter or something?
Oh,
now?
yeah, I was gonna say.
Sometimes
I
it's
don't know.
country, like
Yeah,
I think
they have a
I used to
lot.
have those.
Jeez, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys have been bands longer than you've been alive.
I know who
Do you
those
remember
are
those?
because no,
'Cause I
I would
listened
have
to 'em
never
on
known them if I
2000s
wasn't in a
hip-hop.
CrossFit gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, would have never known them.
Do you understand this reference? It's Justin Timberlake.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
May.
it's gonna be me. Yeah, because
Okay. What
I've
is it?
heard that song
It's
in a
gonna
gym.
be May.
Oh, okay,
I have-
only because of now.
I hear all these songs. And
I don't even know what that was.
You didn't know what that is?
No.
You're on the other end of the
Yeah,
spectrum.
that's
Do you
right.
know why a phone makes a shutter sound when it takes a picture?
Because a camera used to do that. So it's just keeping that alive. Like Jim, when he wants to videotape
goes like-
something. You know what videotaping is?
When I was in like second grade, one
I
of
don't
my
think
first
she knows.
electronics was a little camera.
Oh, okay. All right. One of my
Take
first
pictures of my brother.
Did you
We
have
would take pictures of each other.
no?
Like
Did you
Connection
have
has one of those.
VHS tapes ever? Like a video tape?
Or was it DVDs?
You ever put a tape in a?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you had to
Yeah.
like
Watch a
wind it
movie?
up,
We would
rewind
buy a
it.
movie
You don't
or
have to do
something.
that
and then you
now.
would-
Okay.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I think we're thinking about something else.
What are you
different.
talking? DVDs?
I was thinking of a DVD.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's different. That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
It was before Blu-ray.
Yeah.
They've had to accept Crocs as reality.
I love
Oh,
Crocs.
I have a
See,
pair
there
of
you
Crocs.
I have had one pair of
Best
Crocs they were
sand
given to me.
shoes.
Those
And
are
I
my
just
like
wore-
walk outside
The only
shoes.
time I wore them was when I washed houseboats, wax and wash houseboats. That's
They're
the
the
only time I
best
wore 'em.
sand shoes too.
You
I
had
hate
Crocs?
sands. I had one pair somebody gave to me. They were Notre Dame ones.
I have Walmart ones. They're not actually Crocs,
Oh, yeah.
and they're like my go out of the
They
house
called
to the trash.
alligators
Wow.
or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
That makes sense. Oh, that's
I don't
kinda
even
funny.
know.
They've never experienced the crippling fear that comes with picking a top 8. Do you recognize what that is?
Nope.
Oh, MySpace.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That was
wow.
before
Yes.
Facebook.
I
We didn't
love
even
that.
have Facebook in college.
No,
Oh.
I had a
didn't?
MySpace.
I can't imagine.
still
I had
remember.
a MySpace. I can't imagine having so all the social stuff you have
I
now
literally got
in
Facebook
high
in
school?
6th grade.
What were we just talking about?
Imagine.
Yeah.
MySpace.
No, but you guys were TikTok. What the heck?
I had a
yeah.
Musical.ly, and I never want to find those videos again.
It's
What's-
supposed
I
to
used
be
to
the
make those.
future.
So TikTok's the new, some new.
It's like where you like
Yeah.
take a video and you're like singing the song.
So like people
That's what
started
Musical.ly
doing like lip syncing to it, but now it's the demographics like 16 to 24, but they think eventually
Out
it
of
has
there.
potential
I'm
to
out of it.
threaten Instagram.
Baloney.
So they're saying, you need to make one now because
Blasphemy.
if it ever does and you start now, you'll be so far ahead of everyone else. But the funny thing is
That's horse crap. That isn't even.
and if you go on it, you're going to be like, it's like 15 seconds to a minute, and they're so almost like mindless. Like there's no Instagram, like people are like putting these thoughts and these whatever to,
That's Twitter.
yeah.
I love Twitter.
TikTok
Twitter's one of
now.
my favorites.
Okay.
It is wildly entertaining though.
Because I find some
Is
of the
it a-
best stuff on there.
So when you
On
when you
Twitter.
open TikTok, is it a
Oh.
video of somebody
So
doing
it's
something,
It's kind of like Instagram. They're videos.
is it a videotape of someone
It's
doing
a
something?
videotape. Someone puts VHS in there, but they're like a lot. Some
But
of
you
them are
can-
spoofs. Some of
that's
them are
weird.
singing. Some of them are.
Yeah, but I feel like that's gonna run. It's like you only do so many things. Like,
But-
and then it's like, that's not that
But
funny
that's
anymore.
the same thing about Facebook and Instagram. In the beginning, before stories, before this, that, it was super basic. As soon as they figure out how to monetize these things or
I
make
don't know.
it even more, I don't know.
There's
I'm not saying it is.
I heard a really good thing about what was I listening to? I think I was listening to Dale Jr. Download. I've been listening to that podcast lately.
Oh, yeah.
And they were talking about Facebook is for conservatives, Twitter's for liberals, and Instagram's for people who don't want any part of it. Just like, it's pretty accurate though,
I see
because
a
if you
lot of
start
that
reading
stuff
like
on
Twitter,
Twitter.
you're like, man, this is too far, too far left. You get on Facebook, you're like, what? This is like too far right. And you're like, I'm gonna go back to Instagram.
Yeah.
Twitter, I mean,
That's
there is
exactly
funny
right.
stuff on there.
There
though.
is funny stuff, but
But-
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that's so true. I forgot who said it.
The
but it
best app ever was Vine.
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 What
What was that
happened
6-second videos? It's,
Oh,
it's
I
like
didn't know what it
TikTok.
was.
It's gonna be mad.
Funniest? No, that
No,
was
the person
the funniest.
who owned Vine bought TikTok or something.
Yeah, there you
makes
go.
sense.
Vine
Yeah.
shut down, but it was literally
Exactly.
the funniest thing ever. Miss
I don't
it.
know. I've seen some
Like
pretty
some of the
funny
best
things.
videos have come from Vine. Like, you know that one? There's like, I like turtles. That one.
Okay, I could
You
get
ever
on
seen
that
that
one.
No.
And it goes,
No.
okay, so there's
Is
this.
that the one? Is it the Snake Kid? Is that on there
It's
too?
the-
I'm a snake.
I've never seen that.
Is that from Vine? Yeah.
I
Okay.
haven't seen that.
Oh,
so
geez.
this
But
little,
those all. Hey, you know where those all ended up? YouTube.
Yeah.
That's true. This little
But
kid,
it's
he's
easy
at like a festival and he has a zombie costume
YouTube
on.
transcends generations.
And
Just kidding. YouTube sucks.
like a
It's where
interview
all
lady
the
comes up
bad
to him and
people on the
goes,
planet live.
so you're at the zombie festival or something like that. What do you think about it? And he's a full zombie. And he looks up and he goes, I like turtles.
Or the kid that goes, Dunny one. What was it? 9 plus 10. Someone said, what's 9 plus 10? And he said 21. But I
I don't know,
know.
man. I'm
It's
old.
so funny.
I don't
Oh, I
know.
can't.
We're not hip, Jim.
No, I am not.
Have you ever used a disposable camera and been crushed
Yes,
by
I used
the...
to take him on field trips.
Oh, okay.
Good answer. Strong. Solid.
Yeah, my mom would go print them out for us at Walmart.
And you thought that
From
you
our
got like
field
the
trip.
most epic pictures of all time.
Yes.
And you look at them and you're like, this is horrible. Now, what was I pointing the camera at?
Wow, I forgot about
Did you guys ever have a camera with film in it?
Yeah.
My mom did. I never.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, my mom did.
You know me. I take a ton of pictures.
Yeah.
That's my
That's your
passion.
hobby.
It's my passion.
Ooh. They live in a world where they can hear Blink 182 on a classic rock station.
Wow.
All the
I
small
don't know
things.
what
That was
that
on like
is.
one of the first. We don't
It's
know.
a band.
All the small things. You never heard that song?
Maybe if I heard it.
Right. I'm not singing it.
Oh, geez. The song Waterfalls by TLC.
Oh,
is
Is that
older
Don't
than
Go
you.
Chase a Waterfall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Diamond Rio was here this
I
weekend.
heard.
So
Man,
good.
Was it good?
So
you were
good.
pretty excited
Yeah,
about
Diamond
that.
Rio was.
Do you know what
they were
Diamond
good.
Rio is?
No,
Yeah,
it's a
but
good.
I was
She doesn't listen
there.
to country though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate country music.
Whoa, easy.
my
We're in
God.
Tennessee here. Calm down.
Oof.
I went down there 2 hours early.
You went
Got
to
to
that
see.
Judah and the Lion concert. You like that?
That's not country.
I know. They're folk cop and roll is what
Yeah,
they
I like
it
that
was
because
good.
it had
They were
like
awesome.
a beat.
Folk? What?
It's not just sad
What'd you
music.
call it?
Folk hop and roll.
Hop
That's
and
one of
roll.
their album names, but
Oh,
that's
hop and
how
roll.
I classify. It's like folk, hip hop, and rock and roll.
Country
kind of
music
thing.
is just like
It's good.
about trucks and getting your heart broken and beer.
Yeah, accurate.
Sort of.
Yeah. I'm not gonna argue with that.
I mean, I guess I can't say raps about anything better.
No,
but
raps about drugs and
Why
other
don't
things.
you tell us about Post Malone? That's one of your side
his new
passions.
album just came out, and it's so good.
I like Post Malone.
I don't know if I could
agree.
ever actually like pick out one of his songs. Sorry.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could.
I mean, I've heard them with you, but
I was
what's the
gonna
one
say
on
only the songs that you play.
Into
and
the
you'd have to-
Spider-Verse? Doesn't he have a song in there?
Sunflower.
Wow, Sunflower. I have
Yeah.
Sunflower.
I
I
have no
bought
idea.
that.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't own any Post Malone
Yeah,
songs.
he just released 17 new songs, and I already know all of them. My mom and I are gonna go see him October 17th.
Are
Oh,
you?
wow.
Where
Does
is
he know
it?
this?
It's in Raleigh.
Did you reach out to him and tell him you were coming?
No,
Should.
I want to meet him so bad.
Here we go,
Man,
Post
hit,
Malone.
hit him up on
Probably
MySpace.
never hear this,
Post
but
MySpace.
Please.
Get on,
on my face and Facebook.
yeah. Get out there and TikTok him. See if you
TikTok
can
to
reach
one of his
out.
songs.
You would
Yeah.
do a phenomenal TikTok to Post Malone. I bet she would crush
No,
it.
I'm
She
telling
wouldn't.
you,
She'd
I
have
used
that
to
same
make-
face she always has, and it'd be
No.
super monotone and like.
I used to make Musical.lys, and that's why they're
What is that?
awful.
It's the same as TikTok.
It's the same as TikTok, and like you
and we see
have
where
it.
that went.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you.
Don't even know.
Never heard of her.
365 days from now, we'll find out.
365.
Yeah, well, I used to make Musical.lys. And
Musicallys.
Good. Maybe you
Gosh.
can show me how to use it because I'm struggling.
it's like you can like edits, and you're like dancing with you.
The dancing ones get me. They'll never know the lie that was anti-skip technology on a CD player.
Oh.
That was a huge lie.
Walkman, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
see
know.
that CD player?
The Walkman in your pocket.
Yeah.
So I
Don't
had
know.
the I had
Don't worry about it.
the cassette with anti-skip.
Oh,
that
I
was-
didn't even know you
wow.
could skip on us.
Yeah, like it was like the workout version. So it was marketed that way, so you
Yeah.
could put that thing on, jump up and down, and do whatever.
Did you ever just try it, jump up and down?
Oh yeah.
What'd you have? You had an iPod? iPod was your first music thing, or did you have like an?
Yeah,
I had like a knockoff MP3 player.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think it was the
My
iPod.
parents wouldn't buy me
It was
anything.
an iPod. It was like the first generation of
Oh
the
yeah, the
iPod.
big,
Yeah.
big one that had like the wheel that clicked when you.
It's hilarious.
Oh my gosh,
Not
the
that
click
one.
wheel. Okay, none of these names supposedly mean anything to you. Let's see if you know them. Ja Rule,
Yeah.
I don't know any of
Him
these
and-
people on
Ashante?
here. I know Ashley Simpson.
Ryan Cabrera.
I don't know that one.
I don't know.
Right.
Oh,
I
Wilmer
know him.
Vanderama.
I don't know that one
That's
either.
the guy
I know
from,
Ja Rule.
Will, isn't he the guy from
super
that
deep
70s
voice.
show, Wilmer?
Only people I know are
Chad Michael Murray?
I don't know any of these
Nope.
people.
Oh, because he's like a chick.
Do you know any of these people?
Kevin Federline?
I remember that one vaguely.
Who's that?
Britney Spears' husband.
I don't know.
Oh,
Misha
I loved
Barton?
Britney
Surely you know
Spears.
who that is. She was from the OC.
I never watched
the OC. What's
Nick-
that?
It's fine. Anyway.
Oh.
Nick Lachey?
He was married to Jessica Simpson.
How many
I do
times
remember
has that woman been married?
A lot.
Jessica
Jessica
Simpson?
3?
Really?
Oh wait, I was getting her and Britney Spears mixed up.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I
I
thought
love
she said
Britney
that. So I
Spears.
guess twice, right?
Yeah,
Carson Daly?
Fred
I don't know
Durst.
any of those.
That's all I remember from an Eminem
the
song.
Carson Daly Show.
He's now on I just saw him 3 days ago. He's on a news show now.
Okay.
He's he's older. William Hung.
Oh yeah,
Don't know
that
him.
was that guy on.
The guy who
Who
did
is that?
he
Super
had the
creepy.
one song.
Yeah.
No, so he was.
Hey, what's a
what-
song? You remember? It's like he had one famous song. He was famous.
No,
Oh
it's.
yeah. Was he on a?
Hey, you lived in a decade when you couldn't Google it.
Oh, what was the? So what was the show he was
I
on?
did?
It
No,
was
I'm saying
Was it
you never
America's-
lived in a.
America's.
you never
It wasn't
lived-
America's Got Talent. It was the other one.
American
Yeah.
Idol.
American Idol. He was on American Idols. He was
And
one of
he
the
had a
goofy
song,
people.
Yeah,
And he
it
did-
did something.
She bangs.
She bangs.
Oh, that was it.
That's it.
Once again, we have a thing called Google. We
Yeah.
could have just Googled
Google it. Google
That's
it.
right.
I don't know any of that.
Have you ever
Yeah,
had to squeeze
I
it?
Yeah.
What is a squeeze it?
Search
What's a
What's
squeeze it?
that?
the juice thing. You never had to squeeze it. I used to pack them in my lunch.
I didn't know what it's
Riddled
called.
with red 40,
mean-
but you know.
Yeah, Squeeze It had the faces on it, right?
I've never
Yeah.
had.
Yep.
I
But
haven't
you're like
had-
Kool-Aid Jammer,
No, I didn't
Yeah, I
have
had
that.
Kool-Aid.
but they made them in.
Yeah.
But they made a Squeeze It, and it had guys like one had like boxing fists on it. You don't remember Squeeze Its?
Oh yeah, they did have
I don't
box it.
remember
Hold on.
Yeah, I had
I
those
had
at
like
lunch every
push
day.
pops.
Yeah.
Push pops. Do you ever have a Go-Gurt?
Yeah, I used to
Okay.
love
Go-Gurt's
those.
newer though.
Go-Gurt.
Yeah, we
it
didn't
was.
have Go-Gurts way back when,
Well, my
right?
kids had
Oh.
Go-Gurt.
Yeah, really?
I had Go-Gurt.
Go-Gurt. They still have Go-Gurt. My kids eat Go-Gurt.
I love Go-Gurt.
Oh, do they?
What did we just say? What was the thing
Uncrustables
called?
and Go-Gurt.
Yeah.
Those
I
go
never
back.
really liked
Squeeze it.
Crustables because they only had those like. Okay, in you guys' school generation,
Squeeze It.
Yeah,
No, I never
you're
had
the
that.
dude. Good call on
Oh,
that.
did you
yeah.
guys eat lunch in the cafeteria at your school?
Yeah, I
Yes.
did.
You did?
Yes.
Because now it's a thing like where you don't.
Oh
Really?
yeah, you can
Like-
eat wherever you want in school, right?
What do you mean?
No,
What?
all the kids would pack their lunch when I was in elementary school and middle school. Very
wow.
rarely did people go and get lunch.
But
So
don't you have to
that's
sit in there to
why I
eat?
never got in. Yeah, that's why I never got into like Crustables.
Oh.
Because they always sold those.
Uncrustables.
Uncrustables, yeah.
Uncrustables, what's that?
Well, that's
That's
what
what
you're
they're
trying to
called.
say.
Which it has
They're
no
not
crust.
crustables. That would be disgusting.
They're Uncrustables?
Uncrustables. They don't
Which
have
means they
crust
don't
on them.
have any crust on them.
Basically, they take a piece of bread and they stamp it,
Yeah.
and they take the crust off.
Oh.
Oh,
just
there
kidding.
was a how
But they
it's
do
made on
technically
those.
have crusts.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
Yeah,
it's just that's
technically.
where it's sealed. It's not a crust.
It's still a crust. It's
crust
a part
is where
of
it's
the.
been cooked.
Part of. Yeah, but it's still
No, no.
part of the
But by
bread or the sandwich
definition,
that doesn't
it's crusty.
have.
No, I'm looking up what
At
a
least.
crust is.
Yeah, my school lunch used to be like a Mountain Dew with a Snickers bar.
No, that's delicious.
called
Lunchables
it-
with the
That's
nachos.
called diabetes.
The-
Type 2.
Yeah.
Type 1. Before everybody freaks out. Type 2.
We
the
call it
tough
hot
outer
lunch.
part of a loaf of bread. Uncrustable does not have a tough outer part of a loaf of bread.
Sure it does.
No.
Yes, it does.
Is it crusty on
it's
the
tough
outside?
outer
It's
part.
not-
It's not the same as what's on the inside.
It's not the
There's
crust.
a there's
It's
a
not
layer
tough.
around the peanut butter and jelly. It's
Yeah.
crust.
It's a crust.
No.
It's
I don't
crusty.
agree. We
Yep.
need to take a poll. Absolutely not.
I still would rather not eat that piece of the bread.
I don't
Really?
mind.
You
I
still
never
you
minded.
eat the inside of an Uncrustable?
I like 'em
And
frozen.
You good?
Frozen, the bread can't be frozen though. So you let them sit for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
So the bread thaws, but the inside's still frozen.
Yeah, that's good.
don't
I agree.
remember that.
Oh, that's crazy.
I agree. Hey, we got to get. Don't let me forget. I got to get with you about coffee.
Coffee. What about
Coffee.
coffee?
I just
Coffee
got to.
professional.
I got to get what I need.
Oh,
I got
I
to start.
got the hookup. I got
gotta,
you.
It's got to be done.
All right, I got
All
you,
right.
man. I know how to do it.
Do you drink coffee?
Yeah.
All right.
yeah.
I'm a coffee snob now.
Yeah.
Are you still?
Yeah, I
you
can't.
never even started with bad coffee. You started with the best coffee.
Yeah,
I don't know
can't.
what's good or bad.
It just kind of depends. Really, you can be as long as you like the taste, it's good. But I've had some really since I've traveled a lot lately, weak coffee. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It tastes like water.
You don't have like something that travels with you now that's good coffee?
Yes, if I'm staying somewhere for more than like 3 or 4 days, then I'll take some stuff with me if we're driving. But
Josh must be so proud of you.
I know, right?
He just must be like so proud.
Yeah, so I'm kind of a coffee connoisseur now.
Yeah, I like
No big deal.
to
No, I'm
make
just
my
kidding.
coffee sweet though. So
No,
put
you only drink it black.
all the chemicals in it.
Nope,
Oh,
only black.
yeah.
That's what I've got.
Sales.
I've got to eliminate chemicals, but yet have something that tastes good.
so good,
And that
though.
one you made for us the other day, that was good. Like I could drink that.
It was really good.
Kim's though.
Yeah.
All the Kims.
Yeah.
I've
Did-
made that better now because you got to get that thing, that ice container to make black coffee, black iced
Ice
coffee.
container. What's that?
It's like this thing I got on Amazon. It basically has a bunch of ice packs, but there's space between the ice packs for the coffee to go through.
Oh, wow.
And it's a pitcher, so you pour the coffee in there, and then you take this, because it's been sitting in the freezer, and then you drop it in there slow, and it sits for like 2 or 3 minutes, because the coffee can make its way through between all
What's
these
the
things.
cost of a fancy pitcher? Just curious.
$23. It's not even fancy. It's plastic. It
I
looks
mean,
like
but still, that's pretty novel. Whoever came up with
it's
that.
Yeah.
brilliant.
I mean,
Because what happens is usually when you make straight iced coffee, not cold brew, it waters it down because you have to put ice underneath, which you can, I guess, do like very fine grounds, so there's more whatever, but I like it this way.
Yeah. You got the hook. You got the deal. So I got to get the
Yeah.
knowledge. I
I'll
got
show
to get
you.
the wisdom and then know what to buy.
I'll show you. Like I said, I only know how to do black coffee. Like I can't make any frou-frou drinks or anything like
The
that.
latte.
I can't do
Yeah.
that.
Me either.
I can only make black coffee.
that's good enough.
Okay.
Did you know brown avocados are actually okay to eat? That's
I
my
never know
random
it.
fact of the
I
day.
hate avocados.
But even if they're brown, they're okay. Just so you know. So when you
Wow.
cut up, you're like, oh no, it's brown.
I always carve around the brown because it freaks me out.
I don't know. I read somewhere that that's okay for like within reason, obviously. Not like anyway.
That's a good saying for life.
Carve around.
Carve around the brown.
Carve around the brown avocado. Yeah. Yeah. Avocado. Tell us about your diet. Do you like have something you pay attention
She's
to?
super
Yeah.
strict. She eats like the same 4 things every day.
Really?
Has it been hard in the
Rice,
dorm?
chicken,
No,
vegetables. That's
it
it.
actually hasn't been hard
Really?
at all because
How's the dorm
the
too?
food cafeteria. Oh yeah.
We haven't
Yeah.
said you're a college student at Tennessee Tech.
Yeah. I'm not.
Wings up. Is that how they do it?
I think it's like this. I know I
Ugh,
cringe
it's so
every time.
bad.
Like
Ugh.
Wings up.
They didn't do that when I went to school
No.
there. I would
just
have
don't
never
like
done
them
that.
say wings up.
Okay.
because it's just
So you're a college student.
yeah.
I know there was some drama initially because you wanted your own
Yeah.
solo dorm room
She
and you
does
got
live-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at first I got put into a triple room and I was like, this is not going to work. But I have to live on campus because I'm a North Carolina resident.
Right.
So I think my mom probably called every day and didn't tell me and just got me in the room. And they finally were like, well, Josh also knew the girl or the guy that was in charge of the dorms, but I looked one day and I finally got it by myself, and it has a bathroom and it's so nice, and I have a fridge and microwave.
Private suite, huh?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just sitting there and sit.
Are
all
you
day?
kind of
Yeah.
are you kind of spoiled a little bit?
I think so. Like when I saw my brother's dorm room, I was like, it's smaller than my room, and they like fit 2 people, and they don't have AC.
Oh.
What?
Game
How is
over.
it? And
In
it's
North
not even like he
Carolina?
lives somewhere
When
cold.
when I went there, it was so hot.
I'm
they
out.
had 3 fans
I'm out.
in that small little room. There were 2 people.
I'm out.
Rich,
So
that
you-
would be your hell, is living without.
Hell. Our air conditioner was out on our main floor the last couple of days. We had a snake that climbed up into the fan.
No, you did
It was
not.
a tiny snake, but it the bones and remnants were still in there, and it bound up the fan and fried the compressor. And
wow.
or the yeah. So
Wow.
Oh
yeah,
my
it's fun.
gosh.
Wow. So you got the dorm room you wanted.
Yeah.
You got the
AC?
classes you wanted.
Yeah, I'm not full-time hours, but I'm still working towards it. I mean,
Did you take an exam today?
Yeah.
How'd you do?
What class?
I don't know. I'll find out at the end of the day. Biology.
Ooh, that's
I
that's a real
studied
one.
so hard, and I was so positive that I knew
And you
everything.
didn't know any of it, huh?
No, because it's like they changed the definitions or how. So I was so confused the whole time. And I literally probably studied so long for it, and
First exam?
yes, and
How many
Okay.
exams do you have? How many
Failure.
grades do you have?
there's quite a few because
All
it's
right.
like labs and.
Nah, you'll be all right.
But yeah, and then we have a group project that I just found out about yesterday that's due next week, and I'm gonna be gone. So I'm like, guys, can we like do a FaceTime call or something? Because
I can't believe you can do things like FaceTime
I know,
calls for
right?
group
So cool.
projects.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
That is cool.
FaceTime.
Do you know what's in that picture?
no,
Is it a Nintendo,
For all you
Super
people.
Nintendo,
They say
or just a
they've never
regular
had
Nintendo?
to blow into a. Does it make it work to a Nintendo
What?
game?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
you had to
man, we do that
blow
all
in
the
it and then do
time.
little.
Yep.
that's hilarious.
no, but yeah,
Never.
the cat food is actually really good.
The what?
Oh,
Yeah, the cafeteria.
I get a
is
salad,
good.
and then they have
Yeah,
I
food.
thought she
Food
said
after a video
cat
game.
food. I was like, Haley, don't eat cat food.
no, and then they have like plain rice, and I just bring my like trifecta
Oh.
chicken.
Do you have a
Okay.
microwave?
Yeah, I have a microwave,
Oh.
but I have to have a meal plan. So and it doesn't carry over. So
Do you
like
take food with you, or do you have to?
I take chicken with me. Or
No,
wait,
I
are you
mean-
talking about
Oh, out of the cat.
you have to eat there? Yeah.
What about like the cereal machines though? That
She
was my
ain't touching
favorite
that.
part. Captain
Well,
Crunch,
actually,
Ooh, yeah.
I had a
milk machine.
Ooh, the yogurt machine was
yesterday.
really my favorite.
Okay, so I thought it was a yogurt machine, and I was like, I love frozen yogurt,
Yeah.
and I mean, it's not like bad, like super bad macros. And so I just got this big cup full, and I was like, this is so good. It's like super sweet and
Yeah.
it's a little milky. So I walked back. It was ice cream.
Oh.
I just spilled it out, and my heart like kind of sank a little. And I was like, it's okay. It was
I
good.
like how you're 19 and talking about
I know.
macros.
Oh man.
That sounds
know.
like a T-shirt.
Okay.
It's not super bad
No,
macros.
if there was, I wish I wouldn't have
Gross.
started counting macros until
Yeah,
I was later.
you shouldn't
I know.
until you're
I
25,
tell
30.
kids that now because now I'm like
Oh my
in my
gosh.
head. I
You
feel
know
like
when I
I'm
started
just
looking at
messed up.
macros? Kind of this last year.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Trust
what
me,
a couple of months ago.
I know that's when kids come up to me or younger girls. I'm like, you probably shouldn't start counting your macros
No,
right now.
you shouldn't.
Because I did when
100%
I
you
was
should not.
15. Because
Oh
like
my gosh.
people
that-
from my old gym, they're like, here, just try this. And I was like,
Oh my gosh.
and now you have the
now
knowledge.
it's in my
So
head.
it,
No, it's like I feel like I can't
Oh my god. Can't
can't
enjoy
work without
life,
it.
you mean?
Yes. I wish I could fix it, but I can't. It's always in the back of my head. Always.
Oh man.
Trust me, I know.
That's
haunted by the macro
I can't
Look
count.
even-
what you did, you little jerk.
I can't even
What,
imagine.
is that a movie?
Yeah, Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Come on, man.
I've never watched that whole
You've
movie.
never watched Home Alone? It's in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I know what it is, but
What
I'm,
the French call les
I watched that. I love
You
that
never
movie.
watched Home Alone?
No.
That was before you were born. That's like the
Yeah,
90s.
I love that movie.
yeah, I never watched that one.
I didn't like
Macaulay
the
Culkin had already
the
gone
second,
crazy
third
by the
ones,
time you were
though.
born.
I liked the first one, the one with the blonde boy.
Macaulay
Culkin.
Culkin.
Not
That's
the
what I
younger
just said.
boy.
Yeah, that's what she just said.
Ooh, roll down your window has no meaning. Have you been in a car where you can roll down the window?
Interesting. Yeah.
My dad's old car used to have like.
Oh,
Okay,
Little
so
crank.
it does have meaning for her.
Oh, Rich, you kind of touched on this one. This is a good one. They've never had a late night AIM chat interrupted by someone yelling, "Get off the internet! I need to use the phone!"
Such
That's a good
a
one.
block.
Yeah.
Won't use the other word, but yes.
Such a block.
WWE.
Hold on, my mom's
Yeah.
got to use the phone. I'll be right back.
I love
Don't
WWE.
leave.
The WWE was never the WWF.
Oh,
Did you remember when it was
WWF, yeah.
WWF?
We're
World
talking
Wrestling
about
Federation.
wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But then they got sued by the World Wildlife Foundation and had to change.
That's why.
Thanks to
I didn't
a
know
bunch
that.
of hippies.
And my brother was obsessed with it, so
WWF was so much
I
better.
knew everything.
Man, if I could go back and do it all over again, that's probably what I would have. I'd tried to be a wrestler, make all that
I was
money.
obsessed when Hulk was there, like Hulkamania that time when I
Yeah.
was super young. I had like one of those wrestling buddies.
Is that the guy that goes, oh wait, that's Ric Flair.
That's Kool-Aid guy.
Ric Flair was the guy that said, woo. That was my brother loved him so much that that's, when I had my Happy 3 Horses email, my brother
Happy
made,
Happy 3 horses.
Don't tell people
My
your
brother-
email on here, but yes, it is Happy 3
my
Horses.
brother made
You're 12.
his was Woo 100 because he
Woo
loved
100.
Ric Flair.
That's a good one.
That's awesome.
That's better. Happy 3 Horses. I can just picture you
What?
playing with your ponies.
They were
in the,
real horses.
I know.
Oh, they
but
were real
still.
horses. Happy 3 horses.
Santana, Baby Doll, and I forgot the other ones.
Yeah. Forgot the other one's name. Yeah, it was
Bunny.
Hulkamania
Bunny.
and then
Yeah.
Bunny.
Stone Cold. Do you remember Stone Cold?
Steve
Stone Cold
Austin?
Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still.
I knew all of them. Randy
Who's-
Orton, all of them.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
We
But
actually went to
WWF,
one
I forgot
time.
about that.
Yeah.
I've never been to one.
Actually, that's what I probably would call it
John
WWF.
Cena.
without
Yeah.
knowing any better.
Yeah.
What? Did
WWF instead of WWE.
You could probably go to
Yeah.
another one. Seth Rollins is a CrossFitter. You'd probably
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
get him to get you to one.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to untangle a phone cord or straighten a TV antenna?
Oh, straight in a TV
I
antenna.
don't think so. Not that I remember. Maybe when I was younger.
It's all digital now.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. So you are the same age as Spongebob.
Me?
As this
Or her?
episode. It says as this
Oh,
episode.
as that episode.
Oh,
I don't.
wow.
I mean, that picture doesn't really do much justice.
Yeah.
My daughter had a SpongeBob room, like the theme
A
with.
Spongebob room.
Yeah, I painted
He
it
was a cult favorite,
that
though.
color and SpongeBob posters and.
Because it was like, what, Barney and then Spongebob?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Did you ever
May
have like?
1991 was the first episode of SpongeBob. Google.
When?
May 1st, 1999.
Oh wow.
I made it say 91, but
I
99.
think you said 91.
Yeah, 99.
Wardrobe malfunction doesn't mean anything.
JT.
Yeah,
Janet
right,
Jackson.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
You?
No.
What year was that?
It was the Super Bowl.
I missed it.
You
I missed
missed
it. I
it?
was so disappointed as a 16-year-old boy.
You weren't
Yeah.
trying to watch
That's
JT?
hilarious.
As bad as that sounds, but
Yeah, well,
we
I
were
mean-
playing basketball in the barn at halftime because I didn't care about the halftime show.
Right.
We missed it.
Oh wow. That was a crisis for
Crisis.
days.
Ooh, February
days.
1st.
What? 2004.
Oh, wow.
That was my junior year of high school.
Wow.
No, it would have been my senior year of high school. Oh,
Oh, gosh. Clay Aiken is just some
you
dude
were
running for Congress.
4.
Is he really
What
running
year
for
was that?
Congress?
You were
He
5.
did.
4.
What year was it?
2004.
So I was 3.
In
No,
North
she
Carolina,
was
actually,
3.
but that was
Clay
years
Aiken
ago.
ran for Congress.
In
Look how-
Clay.
2014.
Who's Clay Aiken?
He was on
American
American
Idol.
Idol.
I've
North
never
Carolina.
watched one episode of it. That stuff makes me uncomfortable.
I
I don't
like
like
that.
I don't like America's Got Talent.
Yeah. I
like
don't
that.
like
Why does it make
the
you
singer.
uncomfortable?
I don't like it. You feel like they're being you're
Oh, yeah,
judging
yeah.
a human being on their. I don't know. I just
Judges
don't
are
like it.
brutal.
You know what I love is American Ninja Warrior.
Yes and no.
I love that show.
It's a
just
little too gimmicky
extra.
for
Yeah,
me.
it's a little
It's
extra.
like, I wish it was
gimmicky.
just like, hey, let them run through the thing and
Yeah.
you get 3 attempts or whatever. One
Yeah.
attempt.
They
like,
just do this big bio thing
Yeah,
too.
it's like, come on.
some Big
And that's the
hype.
thing about it is like it's cool
you
to see
they
what
get
they
this
can
big
do.
long thing and then they fall off in the second obstacle.
Right.
And you're
And
like,
that's the first
man.
one.
That's the
They
thing.
fall.
I feel like they don't pick the right people to be like,
All right, so
we're
who's next?
showcasing you to do
Right.
like because of the grip skills it takes to actually do what they're doing.
Right.
Like a CrossFitter's not going to be able to climb up a board
For
with
sure.
their fingertips.
It's a whole different
so-
skill set.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
cool to see what
that
the
and they
people
weigh like
within.
140 pounds.
Right.
Yes.
I just love that idea
Yeah,
of
no,
being
I
able
think
to
it's
do all
awesome.
that.
It's cool, but yeah, it's almost just like over. And I get you
Yeah.
got to nowadays, but it's overproduced. I
Yes.
feel like.
all the different little names they give the ninjas and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much, but it is cool to watch,
Yeah.
and it's cool what they do.
Yeah.
I'm not taking that away from the people that actually finish it. I'm just saying
You should do it.
I'm too big. We just said it. We just now said it. I wish.
Like one
I'd
little
like to
piece.
try it, but I don't want to try it with a bunch of people judging me.
Who did
Like I
it?
said,
Somebody you know.
Lindy.
Who did? Lindy
Lindy,
did
and
it.
they did the
Stenhouse
whole-
did it.
Stenhouse did it.
Oh, he
yeah.
did it too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
and
fell
Lindy
off on
did
the
it.
log or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Lindy fell off in the. She said they did the whole long bio and everything, and she failed the first where you have to hop to the sides, the
Yeah.
one that like most people get through.
Yeah.
She touched the water.
Oh, with her foot or
She
something.
said she made it, but she touched the water.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
She just said that Ninja Warriors eat a lot of chips.
What?
She said they all wear the sock shoes and eat a lot of chips.
Oh.
And I'm like, I imagine the world says crazy things about CrossFitters too. Nothing against Ninja Warriors.
When I watch that show, I'm like really cheering for people, or I want them to fail. I mean, I'm all in with, I hope you're a loser. I'm talking to the TV
Yell
like
at the TV
I
like
do.
you're watching college football.
Seriously, it's the one place where I just fan out. Like, this guy's a total idiot. I hope you fall and break your neck. I know that's not right, but I get into it. I get excited.
Like a cocky guy, like just.
I hope your belly falls in that water.
And then I have to ask for forgiveness. And I'm so sorry.
So this weekend I watched this and I was like, I just thought of it now. I was dying to ask you guys because it actually kind of blew my mind. So I watched Pumping Iron again. You know, Arnold's movie.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen Pumping Iron?
No.
Why?
No.
What?
I had the book, the Encyclopedia of
Oh my
weightlifting
gosh.
that he had.
It's fascinating to see their sport. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Well, then you're not going to really understand my question.
Nope.
Crap. I just don't understand, like, watching, like, we do CrossFit, whatever, functional movements and full range of motion. And you look at these dudes and they are ginormous. And you're seeing the reps that they're doing. And I just don't understand bodybuilding and how people actually achieve their goals lifting I don't understand the rep schemes, how they do it,
It's all
anything.
about it. I mean, there's a bunch of science to hypertrophy and exercise
That's what I was
science.
curious about, was
Do
the
you have
actual
an
science.
exercise science degree?
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
And University of Florida.
There it is.
Go Gators.
Yeah, there's
And
a
then a
bunch
lot of
like,
chemicals that go into making that
probably.
happen.
Yeah, but hey, still hard work. A lot of those
Yeah.
guys work hard, but yeah, you don't have to get. I mean, we do rep range because there needs to be some type of standard for the movement, and we also are trying to produce, range of motion, where these guys could care less about range of motion and aren't doing reps for time or any type of standard. So,
Right.
yeah, you're going to change up, and it's in a way similar to what we do with variance. They vary the different rep or the range of motion and do all that type of stuff. So.
It looks really painful. Like they have, like I was looking at that, I'm like thinking to myself, man, that's like doing the assault bike sprints every day, and that sounds like torture to me. Torture. I was like, ooh, it actually looks really hard. I'm not saying that I ever thought that it wasn't hard.
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
blew my mind understanding the behind the scenes of
Right.
what they were trying to do.
Right.
Anyway, I was
Haley.
amazed.
What do you got? Last words. What do you want everybody to know? You have the spotlight.
Silence.
What are you looking forward to this year? You ready for the Open?
Yes, I am. I finally feel
Yuck.
a little bit fitter than I was a few weeks ago.
I feel like a sham of a human being.
I know, but
Man.
I mean, the open is like one workout
Yeah.
a week. It's not like
Yeah.
you have to do crazy volume or anything. Just
Yeah, but
kind of
that's
be
what I hate.
ready for
Really
it.
hurt.
I'd rather have the volume
Yeah.
than
I know,
one workout a
but-
week.
But yeah, I'm ready for it. Hopefully, I can qualify to the
You'll be
open.
fine.
What are your
Yeah.
What are your goals for this next year? What do you got out in front of you?
You only have one
CrossFit.
goal. You have
Get
one goal.
stronger.
So you better say it. Nope. You have one goal. What is it?
Not worry about. Oh wait.
You've been with us for how long? What's your one goal?
Give me a hint.
To win the CrossFit Games.
That's a big goal.
That's your goal. That's what you work for every day.
Yeah, maybe not this year,
Yeah.
but sometime.
Nope.
Well,
If there's
Sometime
anything I
I'll
have
win.
taught you, that's your goal every
I
year.
wanna win.
There
There it
There you
is.
go.
That a girl.
I want to win the CrossFit Games. You ain't going to go to compete. You're going to win.
I know.
and you can also pass biology class. We can put,
Well, speaking
Yeah,
of
that's fine. But
speaking
you're
of
ultimate goal.
exercise science,
yeah.
No. No, get an exercise science degree.
I really want to switch.
No. Don't do it.
Biology's so hard.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, don't get an
I
exercise.
know.
I learned a lot. We can teach you that stuff.
You can learn that on
You can learn
yourself.
that.
Don't
Yeah,
even
get a degree,
Yeah.
So what you
business
got?
degree or something
Yeah.
like that is fine. Marketing, anything like
Absolutely.
that. But
That's a lot of
don't get an
math.
Media
exercise.
even. Oh my gosh.
Not
Yeah,
knocking on exercise science degree. That's what got me here. But get something. We can help you with the other stuff.
Yeah.
listen to the wisdom, young lady.
Go with
Wisdom.
biology.
I don't have much, but wisdom. All right, episode 73, RP Strength, CrossFitMayhem.com, Mindset. What do you got
Mindset.
going?
We're halfway through the course right now, so we'll be opening up again here in December. Yeah.
Sounds good. Anything I left off? And that's about it.
Nice job, Hales.
Thanks.
Good job,
Good
Hales.
job,
I
girl.
talked.
Peace.